Good morning, students. In this video I am going to explain about Mendeleev classification of table, that is known as Mendeleev's periodic table. In earlier video I explained about Dobereiner law of triads and the Newland law of octaves. So the third classification was done by Mendeleev and the table is known as Mendeleev's periodic table. So he is the Mendeleev. At that time, whatever the elements are known, that all the elements he was arranged in the order, in the ascending order of their atomic weights, and he prepared a table, and that table he divided. So Mendeleev divided the table at that time. How many elements were known? That all elements he arranged in the form of a table, and in his table there are vertical columns and the horizontal rows are there. He divided the table into vertical columns and the horizontal rows. So see here, these are known as vertical columns. These are known as vertical columns, and these are known as horizontal rows. So these vertical columns are known as groups. These vertical columns are known as groups, and the horizontal rows are known as periods. So the Mendeleev divided the table into groups and periods. There are 8 groups in his periodic table. How many groups are there? Group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups are there. So he divided into how many vertical columns? 8 vertical columns, and these are denoted by groups, and the groups are denoted with Roman numbers. Roman numbers only, and the periods are denoted with Arabic numbers. Here you can see, this is the clear one. So these are known as periods. So these periods, there are 7 periods in Mendeleev periodic table. And again he subdivided the groups. Again Mendeleev subdivided the groups as A and B. Suppose first group is there, he subdivided the group into A and B. Like that each group is subdivided, and these what he did at that time, all the known elements, how these elements are reacting with oxygen by the reaction with the oxygen. He observed what type of compounds and what type of properties that elements are giving. Based on that concept, some elements are having the same repeating properties. Some of the elements are repeating the same properties of earlier elements. So whatever the elements are having the similar properties, that all elements he arranged in one group like this. He arranged in one group like this. First, if you take group 1, these elements, hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, copper, all these, when they react with oxygen, they will form the compounds of R2O. They will form R2O compounds. Here, instead of R, you can take it as that particular elements which are in that group. So, lithium oxide. When any element react with oxygen, it forms oxides only. So here instead of L, you can take it as La2O, Na2O, K2O. Like that you can take it. So first group elements, when they react with oxygen, they are forming the compounds of R2O. R2O means when potassium react with oxygen, then it forms K2O. So instead of K, or if you take sodium with oxygen, this sodium forms Na2O. So here Na and K, instead of that, the general formula is given as R. So instead of R, whatever the metal you are taking, that you can write it. Like that, the second group elements, when they react with oxygen, they are giving the compounds of RO, means magnesium oxide MgO, calcium oxide CaO, like that. Next, group 3 R2O3, group 4 RO2, group 5 R2O5, and so on. So based on that elements, reactivity of elements with oxygen, he arranged the elements into the group. So the elements which are in the same group have the same properties, same chemical properties. The elements which are arranged in the periods are having dissimilar properties. So this horizontal rows, whatever the elements are arranged, they're having the dissimilar properties. The elements which are arranged in the groups vertical columns, they're having the same chemical properties. Now we'll discuss about what are the silent features and achievements of Mendeleev periodic table. First, he divided the table into groups and subgroups. Just now I explained. There are 8 groups, and the elements which are in the groups have the similar chemical properties, and subgroups. So he divided again that groups into A and B groups. So the elements which are in the same A group will have the more similar properties. For example, here if you take A and B, here you see hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium. These are A group, and B group means copper, silver, and gold. So these are the B group elements. So like that, he divided the groups into subgroups. So the elements which are in A group are having more similarities, and the elements which are in the B group are having more similarities. Overall, they're having the similar properties. Due to that, he arranged into one group. Next, coming to the periods. Periods means the horizontal rows. The horizontal rows are known as periods. There are how many periods? 7 periods. And these periods are represented with the Arabic numerals from 1 to 7. So the elements which are in the periods are having differ in the properties from one another. Next, third one, predicting the properties of missing elements. Here you see predicting the properties of missing elements. Here in this table you can observe that boron down here atomic mass 44 is written, but the name of the element is not mentioned. Mendeleev given some gaps for at that time some elements were not discovered, even though he predicted that elements atomic weight means 44, that newly discovered elements atomic weight must be 44. And he predicted, and he given place for that new elements. Actually at that time that elements were not discovered, even though he predicted, and he left the gaps in the table. So this is a wonderful point in his classification. Like aluminium, its atomic weight is 27.3. Aluminium down here, one more element must be discovered later, would be discovered later, and its atomic weight is 68. So he predicted the unknown elements which they will be discovered later, would be discovered later, and he left the places in the periodic table like a silicon down like this. So here some gaps he left in the periodic table, and for these elements he given the names of which here 44 atomic weight of 44, that element he given the name for eka boron. Eka means one, so they would be discovered later that element name is eka boron, and this 68 is eka aluminum, and the silicon down is eka silicon, like that he predicted, and he left the gaps. Later these elements were discovered by the scientist, and whatever he predicted the atomic weights with the similar atomic weights, these elements have the similar atomic weights. See, one more table is given here in our textbook. See, actually he predicted properties by Mendeleev, and whatever the properties observed means after the discovery. Actually atomic weight of eka aluminum, later that element is known as gallium, and eka silicon, this element is known as germanium. Atomic weight of aluminum is 68, and after the discovery its atomic weight is 69.72, and eka silicon, its atomic weight is 72, and after discovery its atomic weight is 72.59. Once again I am repeating, eka aluminum, this after discovery that name of that element is gallium, and eka silicon, its name is germanium. So whatever he predicted with the same atomic weight of the elements were discovered by the scientists, like a density, formula of oxide, formula of chloride, all with the similar properties. See, what is Mendeleev periodic table? The Mendeleev periodic table states that the physical and the chemical properties of the elements are the periodic functions of their atomic weights. Based on that, he classified the element. Based on the atomic weights, he arranged the elements in the table. Now, we will discuss the third feature. The fourth point, correction of atomic weights. While he is arranging the elements in the periodic table, he done some corrections of atomic weight of elements. In that, beryllium, indium, and gold, these elements atomic weights are corrected by Mendeleev. At that time, to find out the atomic weight of any element, the formula used is equivalent weight into valency. Equivalent weight into valency. If we take beryllium, if you take beryllium, atomic weight is equals to equivalent weight into valency. So atomic weight of beryllium is equals to equivalent weight is 4.5, and the valency of beryllium is 3 at that time. So 4.5 into 3, we get 13.5 units of atomic mass of beryllium. Actually, if 13.5 units of atomic weight of beryllium, according to this weight, atomic weight, the element would be placed instead of the second in some other groups. But the properties of beryllium would not match with the other group of elements. Actually, beryllium atomic weight, how much we got it? 13.5. 13.5. So based on this atomic weight, this beryllium would be placed some other group. But if it was placed in other group, the properties of beryllium is not matching with some other groups. So due to that reason, he did the correction of atomic weight of beryllium by changing the valency. So here instead of 3, the valency is taken as that was taken as 2. So 4.5 into 2 is 9 units. So beryllium atomic mass was corrected by Mendeleev from 13.5 to 9 units. So based on this atomic weight, the beryllium would be placed in the second group, and the properties of beryllium is matching with the second group elements. So like that he did the correction of few of the elements like beryllium and indium and gold. Next, fifth point. What is the fifth point? Anomalous series. Here you see anomalous series. What is anomalous series? Anomalous series means when the elements are arranged in the increasing order of their atomic weights. Mendeleev, he did a small mistake that tellurium and iodine, these elements are arranged in the inverse form. Means actually according to the increasing order of atomic weights, means first iodine should be placed first, then after tellurium. But he did a small inversion that he arranged the element first tellurium, then after iodine. Once we will see like this inversion is known as anomalous series. Where is that tellurium and iodine? Here you can see tellurium is 125 and iodine is 127. Actually the increasing order of their atomic units 112, 113, 118, 122, 125, 127. See, this is wrong. Actually this is wrong. It was given wrong. You can see one more table is there in the textbook. In that you can see tellurium is 127.6 and it is iodine is 126. Actually in the increasing order, but here there is a small there is a inversion. First atomic weight of tellurium is first, then after atomic weight of iodine, lesser atomic weight is later. So this is this type of series is known as anomalous series. He accepted his mistake that because when the elements are arranged, when the elements are arranged like tellurium first and iodine later, then only these elements are the properties of these elements are coincide with this group of elements. So that's why he accepted this his mistake and he arranged the elements like this. So this type of series is known as anomalous series. These are the silent features of Mendeleev periodic table. There are 5 points are given in our textbook. Next, we'll discuss about what are the limitations of Mendeleev periodic table, because this Mendeleev periodic table is the origin of modern periodic table. So the Mendeleev periodic table only they did the small corrections and like groups, periods and all they are taken from the Mendeleev periodic table only. Next, what are the limitations of Mendeleev periodic table? The first one is anomalous pair of elements. So he accepted that tellurium and iodine. Next, here certain elements of highest atomic weight precede those with lower atomic weights. Next, dissimilar elements placed together. So what is his limitation? Dissimilar elements are placed. Dissimilar elements were placed in the groups together. Means here if you see the first group, actually lithium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and these elements have the similar properties, and the sodium like copper, silver and gold, these have similar properties. So actually when you compare with the properties of potassium, rubidium, cesium, these properties would not match with the copper, silver and gold. because these copper, silver, gold are known as coinage metals. Means these metals are used in the preparation of coins. So the properties of these metals would not match with the potassium, rubidium, cesium, and so on. This is one of the mistake. And if you see this seventh group, chlorine seventh group, chlorine, manganese, and so on, he arranged in one group. Actually, chlorine is a non-metal and the manganese is a metal. So metals and non-metals together he placed in one group. So this is another limitation of Mendeleev periodic table. Except these two limitations remaining, his classification made the chemist and gave an idea how to classify the elements. So this is Mendeleev periodic table was a wonderful classification. Thank you, children.